Hello you guys, it is Black Anime and I am back for another video. I have been gone for a little bit. I don't really have an excuse for it. Lost my job, so just trying to find a new one. And just didn't have time for this. But I came back, I looked up at my channel one day. And I was just like, why have I been uploading? Now I noticed I actually gained 5 subscribers since the month I've been gone. So I'm like, I need to give these guys good quality. They subscribe to me even though I haven't posted, so they must like my videos enough. So, for today's video, as you can see from the title, I'm going to tell you how to organize your anime stuff and where I got it all. Now, the biggest topic is probably this display case. If you collect figures, if you collect anything that's fragile, really, that you don't want to mess up, I guess figures would be figures, models, and then those are the gate keys from Fairy Tales. You know, just random goods that you want to keep pristine. A display case is the way to go. Now, these two display cases, well, 2 of them, for some reason, they're all the same display case, right? I got them all from IKEA, all 3 of these. For some reason, this one didn't have a hole on top near to this one. Only this one did. But I was able to find a lamp kind of thing to put on the bottom of that one to make this one light up and this one light up, and just put this one in the middle so it lights up too when they're on. But let's talk about where I got these. I got these from IKEA. Now, you can't get them from like RC Willey. You could probably even get them from eBay. You could get them from most furniture stores, I would imagine. But I get it from IKEA because it's the cheapest there. Still expensive at the price of $70, and then after tax, probably around $72, just depending on where you are. But keeps my figures really clean. Like you look at, I haven't cleaned these for about a month, I would say. And there, I don't know if you guys can see that, but there's dust and everything. You gotta realize, this is in a, like, not completely sealed, but a closed area, and so much dust got into them still. So just imagine how dirty and gross your figures are getting when they are just out in the open, you know. Now, if you have a small collection, if you have like 5 figures, you don't necessarily need a display case. But if you have 5 figures and you know you're going to buy more, I would highly suggest buying them. Now, if you have more money, you could definitely go to RC Willey and buy them, but they're like $120 through RC Willey. You know, that's $40 more. No, that's $50 more that I'm not willing to spend on something that I could put together myself in, 30 minutes. Not even that. If I have someone help me, I could do it in 10. But, they're really cool. They have these doors. They open up. They're magnetic to close them. And they're not hard to keep clean. That's probably the hardest thing that comes with getting display case. Yes, you protect your figures and stuff, but you still need to keep them clean. I do have a figure on how to clean your figures. I'll put that in the link description below. But yeah, it keeps them all nice together, and then it also gives me this whole shelf that I can put stuff on. Right now, I'm running out of space in the place I'm currently located, my parents' house. I'm in my room. I'm running out of space, so I have to put this up here. And I recently got a mini fridge in here, so I'm running out of a lot of space. So I put a lot of my random extras up here. I have my watch, my coin jar, all that. I put that up here, but, if you want to put something that you can show off up there, like, once I move, I'll probably put those gate keys up here and have them always open displayed. I have my little, Fate Stay Night Saber right back there on display. So, yeah, they're really good. They come with them. They don't take up much space. They protect your items, and they just make your figures look 10 times better. Like, I'm not saying you have to have this to have good-looking figures, but my brother, his are just on a bookshelf. There's no lighting for them or anything, and just kind of looks plain. You walk in here, you see that I care about my figures. You see how lit up they are. They just look good, is what I'm trying to say. So now let's move over to the next topic, bookshelves. Where am I going to put my manga? Where am I going to put my DVDs? Now, if you watched my first room tour, all my anime DVDs and Blu-rays and box sets and all that used to be on my TV stand. They used to be on top. But like I said, running out of space. Had to move bigger items up there, so I just decided I had enough space, put them here. And as you can see, now I'm completely out of space. So I started putting mangas over here. But these bookshelves, I got this one from IKEA. Now IKEA has a clearance section. You could go in that clearance section and you can even find stuff built. The problem with this one was the back was wobbly and these like to slide outwards, but I solved that problem by just getting longer nails, and you can literally just drill them in. You don't have to hammer them in or anything. Just drill them in, and now even if it is wobbly, it's not going to make the shelves completely collapse. But bookshelves will help keep from your DVDs and your mangas and all that from getting dusty. It will help. It's pretty much protection, and it's pretty much for organization. You know, if you're a neat freak like me, like all these are alphabetical order, all of them. I even have this huge gap up here just so I can keep stuff in alphabetical order. And yeah, it just keeps it 10 times more organized, makes it look 10 times nicer. You know, you get the advantage of being able to know where everything is at all times, and it just, like I said before, it's really for looks. Like you look at the display cases and look at the bookshelf together, they just look way nice compared to just having these in a stack somewhere in my room or having 20 different colored shelves to put them on. You know, you could, like I said before, IKEA's the place to go. If you don't mind building furniture, IKEA's where you want to go for all this stuff. Super cheap, and like prices wise, it's super cheap prices wise. The product itself isn't cheap. Like these, they're glass. It's not plastic. That's wood, you know. And like I said, this one actually came with a light bulb slot on top, but the others didn't. But this bookshelf's pretty solid. It was used and it was damaged. That's what you have to keep in mind. But normally this thing's priced at, I want to say like $120. And I got it for $30. So I completely scored on this bookshelf. And that's where I really buy my stuff. I got asked that during the tours a lot, my room tour. Where do you buy your stuff? How much is it costing you? But the display cases I would never buy used because they're glass. You know, you don't want something to collapse on you and break. But those are about $70 a piece before taxes. This one, I want to say it's anywhere between $100 and $200, depending if you find it used. I chose this gray color because it's more modern, I guess you can say. They had several options in the used section. They had a white one, they had a gray one, they had a black one. And it just felt gray went better with my room. But that's just me. You know, if you want a brown one, you could probably find one on Craigslist or something, but be really careful with that stuff. But yeah, and then when it comes to posters, organization with posters, the way I do it. Now, this isn't a room tour. It's just me explaining. But the way I do it is I have a wall for everything. Like this wall is mainly art posters. Those two right here, they're not art posters. I know I just ran out of space in my room, like I've said before. But like, I wouldn't say this is one. It was made by someone. Like, this poster wasn't just mass-producedly printed. It was actually made by someone. But I don't know if I would count that. But everything else on here is art. And that's just an autograph poster from SAO2. And then you have the rest of this wall where I like to just put everything else I have. You know, free posters. Posters I get as gifts, you know. Posters that come in box sets. And so on and so forth. And then I have this wall. Now, not everyone has this type of wall. I told my friends about it. They got the idea and jumped on board with it. But I like to go to premieres of anime movies. I try to go to them as much as possible. Most movies will come with a poster. And I keep the ticket afterwards. And I like to just pin the ticket up with the poster. And this is kind of my movie wall poster, you know. I have seen a lot more anime movies in theaters than what's on this wall. But not every single one of them will give me a poster, as you know. So that's really my video here. I taught you a little bit how to organize. I taught you where everything was. Thanks for watching.